211.54 CEST UN was concerned about no established system returning Ukrainian children from Russia. The UN Rights Office said on Monday it was concerned that there had been no system in place to return Ukrainian children to Russia since Moscow invaded the country last year. Some of those who returned reported ill treatment. OHCHR is concerned that there is no established system for returning Ukrainian children transferred to other regions in Russian-occupied territory or to the Russian Federation. Nada Al-Nashif, UN Deputy High Commissioner for Human Rights, told UN Human Rights Council in Geneva, reported that among the children reunited with their families after relatives traveled the Russian Federation to pick them up, some described being subjected or witnessing psychological or physical violence by educational staff there. Moscow has repeatedly denied taking Ukrainian children by force, saying it moves children in orphanages or without parental care to Russia for their own safety and gives as much space as possible to their relatives there. 49 meters ago 13.19 CEST The UN has expressed deep concern about the mass conference of Russian passports in Ukrainian territory controlled by Moscow. AFP reports residents who have not acquired Russian citizenship are denied access to basic public services and are at risk of arbitrary detention. The UN Human Rights Office OHCHR said, a year and a half after the Russian Federation's full-scale armed attack on Ukraine, we continue to witness blatant and ceaseless violations of human rights, said UN Human Rights Chief Nada Al-Nashif. In Russian-controlled territory, we observed with deep concern the policy of mass granting of Russian citizenship to residents, he told the Human Rights Council in a debate on OHCHR's latest report on rights in Ukraine. Individuals who choose not to accept Russian passports find themselves caught in a web of exclusion, denied access to basic public services such as social security and healthcare, he said. This also increases the risk of arbitrary detention for those who resist. For years, Russia has been issuing passports to pro-Moscow separatists as well as Ukrainians in the eastern Donbas regions of annexed Crimea. But since Vladimir Putin launched his full-scale invasion in February 2022, the passport drive has become more aggressive. Updated at 13.38 CEST 1 hour ago 12.48 CEST The Kremlin reportedly believes that Russia's presidential and parliamentary elections should be held on time, regardless of the war in Ukraine. Interfax news agency quoted presidential spokesman Dmitry Peskov as saying we are passing through President Putin's statement. He emphasized need to comply with all the requirements of democracy, constitution and accordingly hold these elections. Peskov was responding to comments by Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov, a close Putin ally, who said on Saturday that Russia should postpone its presidential election because of the war in Ukraine or allow